Good afternoon, Tigers. My name is Sawyer Jackson here with your campus weather forecast. And happy start to October. We got a couple things that we'll be keeping track of as we head into the rest of this week. First of all, going to be looking at some slightly cooler weather lasting at least for another day. After that, though, we are going to be seeing those warmer temperatures quickly bouncing back across the region. And after that, we are just going to be expecting mostly dry conditions. We haven't really gotten a lot of rainfall this week, and that is going to continue to hold throughout the next 7 days. Looking at that satellite and radar right now, or at least in the afternoon hours, there was a cold front that moved through earlier in the day. That is currently down to the south of Missouri. You have probably noticed those pretty breezy winds at times, those from the north, with the help of this cold front. Although we didn't really get any rainfall out of this, and we also didn't really see any sort of increase in cloud cover with that. But this is going to be what's really helping us stay a little bit cooler, at least for the next 24 hours. Looking at those current conditions, or at least what we saw in the afternoon hours, we warmed up into the low 70s, so a bit cooler than what we saw yesterday. And those dew points have dropped rather significantly. They are in the low 40s, 40 degrees, at least in the afternoon hours. So we are seeing pretty dry air out there, and it looks like that is going to persist at least throughout the next 24 hours. Then we will start to see that warm up. But those winds from the north have been playing a big factor in really the reason why we have been so much cooler today. Looking at that temperature forecast, tomorrow is probably going to be a good day. You might want to break out a warmer layer there, as we are going to be working with low to mid 40s across central Missouri. So as you're heading to class, it might be a good idea to grab a jacket. If not, it might be a little shocking to head out the door that morning. As we get into the afternoons, we will kind of work with the mid 70s. St. Louis looking at 74, while Kansas City is going to be in the upper 70s. And we are expected to be right in that middle range, low to mid 70s for Wednesday afternoon. And then once we get into Thursday, we will start to bounce back looking at that temperature trend by Thursday afternoon, already expecting mid 80s. And that's really going to persist throughout the weekend. We are going to be seeing low to mid 80s, but as we get into next week, you can look forward to possibly a little bit of a cool down there. But throughout this entire time period, we aren't going to be expecting any rainfall. And unfortunately, looking at that precipitation outlook, it looks like the next week or the week following is still going to be pretty dry out there. I mean, you can notice kind of those drier conditions persisting throughout really much of the region and even outside of the state. Unfortunately, we do need that rainfall, but looking at that 7 day, you're not going to see any rainfall in sight. Plenty of sunshine throughout every single day, temperatures varying within the 70s and 80s.